What's up, you guys? This is Jenny, and this is our Slow Flow class. And I had posted a quote on my Facebook. Well, I guess it was a few weeks ago now. I don't really know. But I loved it so much, and it said, "Love your fucking life. Take pictures of everything. Tell people you love them. Talk to random strangers. Do things you're scared to do." So many of us die and no one remembers a thing we did. Take your life and make it the best story in the world. Don't waste that shit. I love that quote because it's so true. It's like, how much of our life do we live for other people? Like, really, like, think about that today. Like, how much of my life do I live for other people? And remembering that those people aren't going to remember most of it anyways. Even if they comment on it, even if they make a big deal out of it, even if they say something to you, chances are they're not going to remember all that stuff about you, you know? Yet we live our lives according to what other people think about us, want for us, and all of this kind of stuff. We get scared to do what we want to do. We don't want to talk to people. We refuse to do the things that make us feel amazing and special because we think, other people are going to judge us or have something to say about it. And that's just not life. We're not living when we're living under other people's expectations of what they want for us. And, I think it's so important to remember, like, all of that stuff that we worry about, complain about, all the small stuff, the gossiping, the comparing, the wishing, the wanting, the waiting for something bigger and better instead of focusing on what's around us all the time, every single day, and taking advantage of that is a huge waste of our time. All of that other stuff, huge waste of our time. If we're using our energy in any way, in any of those kinds of worry or complaining or gossip or comparing or wishing or any of those things, instead of doing the thing, going and getting what's ours, take what's yours. Take the actions. Make the changes necessary to go and get the stuff that you want. It just takes a single moment to change everything that you take for granted. One single moment. So enjoy and appreciate, experience. Don't become so attached to the bullshit that doesn't matter and all the consumerism and all of the stuff. Look for the qualities of your being that are going to last, that mean something. There is a super awesome wasp friend in here, and she has been like totally checking me out for a while. She's left. And we have to remember that it just takes that one moment. All that stuff that you get so wrapped up in that's not even a big deal, doesn't even matter in the grand scheme of things. That stuff, it all can change in an instant. Don't get so invested in the crap that doesn't mean anything at the end of the day, that if it takes that one moment to sweep it out of your experience, that you're going to be devastated or heartbroken or not know where to pick up the pieces. If you're focusing your energy on having the new experiences, expanding into the stuff that you love, doing the things that are going to bring you joy, opening your heart up for that connection to your own self and learning who and what this is about, if that's not all the stuff that's coming first, then we're going to suffer. We're going to suffer. Focus on what's important and be grateful. We are all so blessed. We are so blessed. We're in the Western world. We're living these lives of abundance. Like, it's literally coming out of every corner of our lives. It's everywhere. So believe that and live your life and have no regrets. Have no regrets about how you spend your time, how you invested your time. And just thinking about that, like, what are those things? Where is it that I'm not loving my life? Where I'm not loving myself? Where I'm not recognizing myself as this incredible divine expression, this literal chip off of God energy, source energy, great spirit. I am literally an extension of that energy. I'm not just this person, this human, this weak thing, this fragile thing. No, I'm a creator. I'm a manifester. So own into that truth and allow the rest of your life to follow that truth, that belief, that deep-seated belief that you hold in your heart of who and what you are, what is actually yours. Go for everything, everything that you want in life, everything that you know you deserve. You should be reaching for that all the time, opening up your experience to more of that. Remember that you are one of a kind. Even when surrounded in a sea of people who are like-minded and similar to you, always remember that you are unique in your own beautiful way. There is no one else out there like you. So don't waste your precious time comparing yourself to someone entirely different than you. Own into your own beauty. Own into your own light. Emanate from that space. Focus your attention on building that beautiful light. So we're going to go ahead and get started today in that easy seated posture. Just thinking about that today, like where is that I'm not loving my life? Where am I focusing my attention on, all of these other things, these distractions that keep me away from the truth of my being, that keep me away from the things that are actually really, truly important for me? What's that stuff that I need to shift my attention and look at these other aspects, to be more grateful, to recognize how blessed I am, to see all of the incredible things in my life, the abundance that's literally coming out from every corner of my being. So let's come into our easy seated posture, drop the shoulders back and down, and just start to find our breath. Grounding ourselves into this time and space, rooting ourselves into the earth beneath us. Breathing into the body. Allowing the belly to rise up away from the body on the inhalation and drawing the navel towards the spine on the exhale. Relax, let go, come back inside, back into your own soul space, back into your own magnetic frequency. We're going to come into that Ujjayi breath first, that oceanic breath, placing the left hand on top of the heart space, the right hand on top of the belly. Close the mouth, allow the tongue to relax in the roof of the mouth, just behind the front teeth, creating that space in the back of the throat so that you have that audible inhalation and exhalation through the nose. The jaw is soft. Spine is nice and straight and long. Crown of the head is shining into the sky. And feeling into that heart space under the left hand. That place of your own identity under the right. And allowing those two places to merge, to connect, to support and uplift the heart. The way you perceive the self, the truth of your being, the expression of divinity manifesting as humanity. And just continuing on with that oceanic breath. Couple more deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the nose. And then on your next inhalation, we're going to come up on the hands and knees. We're going to drop those knees towards the edge of the mat, pressing the glutes back towards the heels, falling into that humble warrior posture, relaxing the heart space, the third eye into the earth, into the mat. You can gently rock the forehead side to side, massaging the third eye, that place of intuition, so that you can better hear the voice of your own soul today as you reach those fingertips towards the top of the mat. In this humble posture, we only ever surrender to those higher aspects of our own being, surrendering to that God, source, divine energy that resides within us, that we are completely fabricated from, completely composed of that high vibrational light energy. Allow it to radiate out from every aspect of your being, every atom, every cell, and all of the spaces in between. Feel that light generating and becoming brighter and brighter and brighter as you surrender that heart space towards the earth. Breathing into the body. Nice and deep. Two more deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then we're going to inhale and rise up onto our hands and knees in our tabletop position so that we can begin those cat-cow stretches. Tipping the tailbone up, dropping the belly towards the earth, lifting the gaze towards the front of the room for the cow. Tucking the tailbone, rounding through the spine, taking the chin to the chest for the cat. Continuing on, moving at your own pace, as fast or as slow or as feels comfortable, and remembering that the faster you move that spine, the faster you warm up that body. Stretching out that spine, moving that cerebrospinal fluid. Come back into your tabletop position. Curl the toes under, press the hips into the sky. Downward facing dog. And breathe into this posture for a moment as you release those heels down towards the earth, slowly and gently. You can pedal out those knees here or remain in stillness. And then shifting your gaze towards the top of the mat, you're going to step or float towards those hands, keeping those feet about hips width distance apart. We're going to inhale, rise up, super slow, vertebra by vertebra. Drawing those arms overhead, reaching those fingertips into the sky, biceps squeezing the ears. Then we're going to exhale, drop the elbows down, palms of the hands shining forward towards the front of the room. Inhale, fingertips rise into the sky, and exhale, swan diving forward. Two more at your own pace. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release those fingertips back down into the mat. Roll it up. Exhale, cactus it out. Inhale, fingertips rise up. Exhale, swan diving forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release the fingertips into the earth. Roll it up one last time. We're going to move directly into our sun salutations. So we're going to inhale, rise up. We're going to take 3 sun salutations. Exhale, cactusing out the spine, or those arms, excuse me. Inhale, arms come overhead, and exhale, diving forward. Inhaling, half lift. Exhale, release those hands into the earth and float or step back for your plank posture. And then exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Step or float towards the top of the mat. Begin again. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, fingertips rising up, and exhale, hinging forward. Beautiful fluid movements. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, releasing those hands down into the earth. Step or float back for your plank posture. Exhale, release the heart space toward the earth. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time at your own pace. Inhale up. Meeting in your Tadasana or mountain pose whenever you're done in that standing posture. Close your eyes and take a couple deep breaths as you ground through all 4 corners of both feet. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, cactus out the arms. Inhale, fingertips rise into the sky, and exhale, hinging forward from those hips. Releasing those fingertips into the earth, hang in your forward fold. Release fully and completely the weight of the crown of the head to the earth. Keeping the fingertips grounded into the mat or taking your pinkies into opposite elbows. Taking a little gentle movement here or remaining in stillness. Super slow and gentle. Inhale, rise up. Arms come overhead. Exhale, cactus out the arms. Inhale, fingertips rise into the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, drop the hands down. Step it back for your downward facing dog. Hold that posture. Pressing the navel towards the thighs, gazing towards the shin bones. Beginning on the left side, we're going to inhale, lift up through the left leg. Exhale, bend the knee. Rotate the ankle. Inhale, lengthen through the leg, and exhale, pulling it all the way through for your low lunge. Sorry, my mic was stuck. Inhale, rise up. Draw those fingertips into the sky and settle into that posture for a moment. Breathing into the body. You can stay high on those back toes, or you can drop it down if that feels safer. And then using a lot of grace and ease and balance through your core, we're going to inhale, come up on that left foot. I almost didn't make it. Take your hands into your heart space, bending your knee. Sole of the foot is parallel to the earth. Knee is directly out from the hip joint in front of you. We're going to reach forward and kick back through the right leg. You can ground through those toes if you need to, or you can take those arms back in flight. Inhale, rise up. Arms come overhead. Reach those fingertips into the sky. Exhale, cactus out the arms. Inhale, reach the fingers overhead, and exhale, hinging forward from those hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, releasing the fingertips into the earth, stepping it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift those right toes into the sky. Bend the knee, rotate the ankle. Inhale, lengthen through the leg, and exhale, pull it all the way through. Low lunge, and then using that core strength, ensuring your knee is stacked on top of your ankle on that right leg. Inhale, rise up. Breathe. Use your core strength to shift your weight forward, come up on that right foot. Left knee is directly out from the hip. Sole of the foot is parallel to the earth. On your next exhalation, reaching forward and kicking back. Draw those arms back. Same expression on this side as you did on the other. Inhale, rise up. Hands come back into heart center. Take a couple deep breaths. We're going to come into our half moon posture. So you may need a block for this one or something that's going to bring the earth closer to you. So I'm going to go ahead and grab one. That wasp is like getting all amped up now. See if I can get her to leave here. So half moon for me is one of those postures that I do not find super easy. It is actually very challenging for me. I'm going to invite her out. Hold on. See if I can get her to go. Go on. I'll leave that open for a sec. There she goes. There. Now I don't have to worry about getting stung while I'm teaching. So this half moon posture is not super easy for me. It's one that I struggle with. But we're going to go ahead and give it a shot and see how it goes. And this is where we remember. I'm not going to be great at every posture, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some postures I got to work towards, and maybe I'm always going to work towards them, and that's okay too. It may never just click for me. But then again, one day, 2 years later, or 2 weeks later, it might just click. So we just keep trying, having fun with it, playing with the postures, not taking it too seriously, and just see how it rolls, right? So we're going to bend forward. We're going to place our hands on that block to start. You can even hang in a little forward fold for a moment. And then we're going to turn, grounding both feet into the earth, about hips width distance apart, whatever feels comfortable and safe. Keeping your hand on this block that you have, you're going to take your hand onto your right hip, and you're going to lift that leg up into the air. You can reach up through your right fingertips here. Exhale, take it down. Pedal out those legs. Like, actually very shocked that I could do it with the block today even. So if you want to do it into the earth, you can. You're going to plant the hand into the mat, take the hand up, lengthening that way. That is not something that is comfortable for me, so I'm not going to attempt it. Now we're going to take it to the opposite side. So if you need to move your block, feel free to do so. If it's fine, and leave it where it is. Keeping that right hand planted onto the block. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Walk that block out as far as you need to so that the shoulder will be directly over the wrist when you rise up. Take that hand onto the hip. Inhale, lifting up through the left side. You can reach those left fingertips into the sky if you want to. Exhale, take it down, pedal out those legs. Move your block or your props out of your way. And remaining in that forward fold, breathe into the body. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, cactus out the arms. Inhale, fingertips rise into the sky, and exhale, hinging forward from the hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release those hands into the earth. And step it or float back into your plank posture. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, curl the toes under, press the hips into the sky, downward dog. Inhale, lifting up through the left leg, kick those toes into the sky, bend the knee, rotate the ankle. Inhale, lengthen through the leg, and exhale, pull it all the way through for your low lunge. And then inhale, rise up, warrior one. Ooh. Breathe into the body. Exhale, warrior two. Take that back foot parallel to the back end of your mat. Reaching out through those arms, gazing over those front fingertips. Breathe. Inhale, lengthen through the front leg. Exhale, drop those fingertips down inside the arch of the left foot or somewhere here on the shin bone. Inhale, rise up, releasing that right hand down the right thigh. Gazing through the front fingertips, bend the front knee and sink in. Exhale, Prasarita, five-pointed star. Both feet are parallel with the ends of the mat. Arms are straight out to the sides. Inhale deeply. And then exhale, drop those hands behind your back. Make those interlock the fingers on the inhalation. And then you're going to exhale, hinge forward from the hips, releasing the crown of the head towards the earth and lifting those hands into the sky. Breathe into the body. Exhale, release those hands whenever you're ready. Take your pinkies into opposite elbows. And then by bending one knee and swinging our elbow towards that direction, We're going to create a figure 8 motion with our elbows. Swinging from one side and then to the other, bending the knees to facilitate the movement. Release those hands underneath the heart space. You're going to take your right hand, place it in front of the left foot. Inhale, lift up through the left arm. Take that spinal twist. Exhale, release that hand super slow and gentle. Walk those hands back to center. Breathe into the body for a moment, and then walk the left hand in front of the right foot. Inhale, lengthen through the right fingertips, drawing them upwards into the sky as you swing that arm up. Gazing at the fingertips if it feels safe on the neck, or remaining in stillness. Keeping that neutral gaze. Exhale, take it down. Hands come back underneath the heart. We're going to step those legs back for our downward facing dog. Draw the legs together, releasing the heels down towards the earth. Breathe into the body so that we can take it to the opposite side. Inhale, lengthen through the leg. Take those toes into the sky. Bend the knee, rotate the ankle. Lengthen through the leg and exhale, swing it all the way through. And inhale, rise up. Breathing into the body. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lengthen through the front leg. Exhale, take it down. Trikonasana, triangle posture. And then inhale, rise up. Drop the left hand down the left thigh, reaching the right fingertips into the sky, bending through the front leg. Exalted warrior. Gazing at those fingertips if it feels safe on the neck. And exhale, Prasarita, 5-pointed star. Inhale deeply. Exhale, drop the hands behind the back, clasp those hands together, pull the shoulder blades towards one another, and exhale, hinge forward, releasing those hands into the sky. Crown of the head draws itself towards the earth. Releasing those hands underneath the heart space. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, take it down. Walk those feet together. About hips with distance apart, and then inhale, rise up. Draw those arms overhead. Exhale, fierce pose, Utkatasana. Breathing into the body, keeping that pelvis tucked underneath you. Inhale, super slow, rise up. Exhale, hinging forward from those hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release those hands down onto the earth. Come down onto your knees. Knees come to the edge of the mat, pressing the glutes back towards the heels. Humble warrior. Breathe into the body. Take those deep breaths. Inhale, rise up into your tabletop position. Walk those knees towards the hands, drop the glutes down into the earth and swing the legs around in front of you. Lengthening through the legs, take the hands towards the hip crease. Inhale, lengthen through the body. Exhale, hinge forward from those hips and release those hands all the way down, either resting on the shins, never on the joints, or take those fingers, wrap them around the bottom of the feet. Gaze is forward and breathe deeply. Super slow. Inhale, rise up, drawing the palms of the hands up towards the hip crease. Bending your left leg, take the sole of the foot, plant it over the right thigh. We're going to reach back with our right hand and plant it behind the right glute. Left elbow comes inside the inner thigh of the left leg. Take the hand to heart center, gazing over the right shoulder. If it feels safe, breathe into the body. Super, super slow and gentle. Twist your body back to the front. Uncross your leg from the right. Paddle out through those legs. Take it to the opposite side. Bend the right knee. Place the sole of the foot over the left thigh. Swing that left hand behind the left glute. Right elbow comes inside the right thigh. Hand at heart center. Gazing over the left shoulder this time if it feels safe. And breathe. Untwist, super slow with grace and ease. Remove that right leg from over the top of the left, pedal out the legs. Open up those legs, just as wide as feels comfortable. When you start to feel that gentle stretch, you're going to take your left hand, gently place the fingertips with the top of the hand resting into the earth, underneath the right thigh. Right hand comes to the outside of that leg. Inhale, lift those fingertips up into the sky. Exhale, hinge to the side with the waist and reach towards the toes. Keep that shoulder rotated back and down so that the heart space is exposed. And breathe into the body. Inhale, rise up, swing that arm back, down, releasing those fingertips back into the earth. We're going to take it to the opposite side. Left hand comes outside the left thigh. Right hand comes underneath that leg. Inhale, lift those fingertips upwards into the sky. Exhale, release those fingertips towards the toe. And breathe. Inhale, rising up, super slow. Release those fingertips back into the earth. Take both hands outside of those legs. And inhale, lift those fingertips upwards into the sky. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips, releasing those hands, palms face down into the earth. Release the forehead towards the mat as you hang in this open, wide-legged posture. Inhale. Use your core strength to draw those fingertips back into the sky. And exhale, super slow with grace and ease, releasing those hands back down into the earth. We're going to come into our easy seated posture to complete our practice today. Relaxing those hands onto the knees. We're going to take some gentle neck circles first. So inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And starting to take those gentle neck circles in whatever direction feels most comfortable and safe. Next time you find the chin towards the chest, draw the rotation in the opposite direction. Moving super slow with grace and ease, never pressing into pain, tingling, or numbness, pausing and breathing into any pain or tension you may be experiencing. Come back to center. We're going to come into our Sufi grind. Inhale deeply, exhale, hinge forward from the hips, beginning to take that rotation, the entire upper body around the base of the spine, around those sits bones, same direction as you began those gentle neck circles, matching the breath with the movement, inhaling from the front to the back and exhaling from the back to the front. Next time you find yourself towards the front of the rotation, draw it in the opposite direction. Again, matching the breath with the movement, allowing it to become meditative. Winding the trouble away from life's experiences. Inhale and come back to center, keeping those eyes closed. Just breathe into the body for a moment. Drop those fingertips outside of those hips. Inhale, lift those fingertips into the sky, reaching them upwards as you lengthen through the spine. Exhale, left hand comes into the earth and reaching through the right fingertips. Stretching through the side body, keep the shoulder back and down, exposing the heart space. You can take a gentle bounce here or remain in stillness. Inhale, reach those fingertips back into the sky. And then exhale, take the right hand into the earth and reaching through the left arm this time. Inhale, reach those fingertips upwards into the sky. And exhale, cactus out through those arms. Inhale, reach the fingertips upward, and exhale, super slow and gentle. Take those hands down towards the body, releasing the palms of the hands down onto the knees. Keeping those eyes closed, breathe for a moment, connecting again to your own energy, to your own being. Remembering what matters, what's important, what are my priorities, where is my attention best served. Take those hands to the outside of your knees, press them together, allowing the soles of the feet to come into the earth. Use that core strength to release your spine, vertebra by vertebra, super slow down into the earth. Allow those arms to frame the body. We're going to come into our legs in the air posture. So take those hands underneath the glutes, supporting that lower spine. Then we're going to inhale, lengthen through the legs, taking the soles of the feet parallel to the sky. And hold that posture and breathe. Use that core strength to keep those legs in the air. Super, 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 super slow with grace and ease. Release those heels all the way back down into the earth. No rush, super slow. Use your core. Take those hands out from underneath the glutes and then inhale, knees come into the chest. And give yourself a squeeze for a moment. Holding on to just the right leg, we're going to inhale, lift up through the left, lengthen through that leg. Exhale, release it down into the earth. Reaching out through the right arm, that hand is in alignment with the shoulder. Right hand comes to the outside of the right leg to pull it across the body, keeping your shoulders grounded into the mat. You can turn your head and gaze over the right fingertips if it feels safe, and breathe into the body. And then super, super, super slow, untwisting the spine, take the knees back into your chest. Holding on to just the left leg this time, inhale, lift up through the right. Exhale, release it down into the mat, super slow. Reaching out through the left arm this time, take your left hand or your right hand to the outside of the left knee and pull it across the body, gazing over the left fingertips if it feels safe. Untwist the spine, take the knees back into the chest. Grabbing onto the outside edge of those feet for your happy baby posture. Rock side to side or back and forth for a moment or remain in stillness. Open up through those hips and breathe into the body. Super slow. Whenever you're ready, release the edges of those feet, lengthening through the legs, finding your final Shavasana posture as those arms frame the body. Palms can be face up to receive, face down to ground, allowing the feet to fall to the side. Deepen the breath and sink back into your body. Start to relax, to release. Sinking into the earth on every exhalation, feeling her rise up to meet you on every inhale. Feeling that unique expression of energy vibrating through every cell of your being, enlivened by the divinity of your own creation. Whatever it is that makes your heart beat faster and your eyes glow when you do it or talk about it, no matter if it's hiking, yoga, gardening, painting, sex, meditation, photography, going for walks, helping others. Do that. Do it as often as you can, because that is what life is about. Creating as many passionate, happy moments as possible. Don't let anyone stop you from doing the things you love, not even yourself. Be bold. Always take up opportunities presented to you. You'll most likely regret not following through with them. And life is just so much more exciting when you're trying new things. Start up conversations with anyone and everyone that interests you. They most likely want to talk with you too, and missing out on that one conversation could result in never meeting your lover or best friend. Give yourself a break. Breathe. Live in the moment. Push any perceived negativities out of your life. You don't need it. Go on adventures. Explore the world with people you wouldn't normally be with. Live your life. You've got this. Slowly and gently start coming back to the body, back to the breath. The awareness of the inhalation and the exhalation, the rise and the fall of the body. Gently wiggling the fingers and toes. Wrapping the hands around the wrists or the feet around the ankles. Taking the gentle stretches that are necessary for you to come back to this safe space on your mat. Gentle cat stretches or full body stretches. And then taking those knees back into your chest, rocking side to side for a moment. And then back and forth several times until you rock yourself upright into a comfortable seated posture, so that we can finish our practice today with 3 long Satnams. Taking the palms of the hands into prayer pose, tuck the thumbs into the breastbone and inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale to begin. Satnam. 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 I'm truth. Truth is my name. Truth is my identity. Namaste. I honor that beauty, that truth that exists within each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining me here today for this beautiful slow flow practice. I hope you guys have a really awesome week. I am going to be in Seattle this week visiting my family, and I'm super excited to get to meet the rest of my mom's family. She was adopted, and we're so excited to get to hug on them. So I hope you guys are also having an amazing week, and I will look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye.